All right, we are here at Blade Show 2022 with Jason Knight. Jason, how are you today?
Hey, what's up? I'm doing great. I think you got your hands full. You got your This is what happens to you when you retire from Sesame Street or something. They make you into some fluffy jacket or a microphone.
You're not wrong.
I know.
So, Jason, can you give us kind of a rundown of your product, especially that folding kukri, which is one of the best designed folding kukris on the market?
Thank you. I'm glad you said it. Okay, I will. So this was designed in the summer of 2016. I had designed two other ones, a big one and a small one, and my friend Doug goes, hey, we should make a folder. So I made a little plastic version of it. I didn't know how to do the mechanics exactly. We sent them to Fox, and then Fox made it pretty simple, straightforward. I just made sure the trigger was in, all the things were in the right place, because I wanted to be beautiful, but I wanted to be functional, and I streamline things as I go along. So I made the clips shorter and everything, but no one's made a really great looking folding kukri. And it's just something, I'm a designer, so I'm like, well, I like kukri, so I may as well do it. But I wanted to be good for like an everyday carry knife, or you could use it for a skinning knife or a field knife, frame lock, super tough, super simple. It's got old school bronze washers in it, It just gets smoother the more you use it.
That's awesome. And then what other kind of designs do you have out there that people can find and kind of things you want to brag about?
Great question. So another thing we've designed is that we are making under our Night Elements brand. I've designed a lot of knives. You walk around the room, it's easy to see. That's great. I'm happy to share. But the Night Elements brand, this is one of our tomahawks. This one's in bronze. This is made for us by RMJ. And Ryan's a friend of ours, and they got a great company, and they're able to produce these exactly how I want them, which is cool. So this is another fun one. The first run we made them very old school. So the original ones, this is called a sleeve dagger, and the OSS was a special group from World War II, basically to infiltrate the Nazis and end them, which they helped do. That was great. And they would hide that. These guys would hide that in their sleeves. So if they needed to get a weapon, they'd have something to get another weapon. And I just wanted to recreate that in honor of it. So this was the first run. We don't have these anymore. These are gone, I'm just saying. This is the newest one. These are made out of A2, and instead of grinding them flat on one side like a triangle, we ground them all the way around. And there's a couple different colors of them. But what's cool about this is a great little knife for cleaning stuff out of your fingernail, or opening a package, or flattening a tire. I don't know why you need to do that, but you might. Or if you have like a soda pop and it's not coming out fast enough, you can. Fun stuff. I like to make fun stuff, but I like weapons too. We're not born with fangs and claws, and it's really nice for everyone to be armed. It makes us more polite, I think.
No, I can agree with that. An armed society is a polite society, right?
Yeah. And we're working on other stuff. We have different colors of the folding kukri, and we don't usually have them for very long. We get a certain number of them in, and then that's it. They're gone, and then we have to wait until we get some more. But we keep trying to get things, more and more stuff made right here, closer and closer to us, and eventually we'll probably have it all in-house.
That's awesome to hear. So where can people find you?
You can find me on my Instagram at Jason Knight Studio. You can follow us on there. You can follow us on Tactical Elements, and you can follow us on Night Elements. And all you do is click the links. It'll take you right to where you need to go.
That's awesome. Jason, thank you very much for this interview.
Yeah.
We'll see you around the show.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All
right, guys. We are here at CRKT with Bryce. Bryce, thank you for giving us the time for this interview. Can you give us kind of a brief overview of what's new and a little bit about CRKT?
Yeah, so at CRKT, we work with some of the best designers in the knife building industry. We take their custom designs and turn them into more affordable models. That's essentially what we do. So everything we see on the boards back here will have a custom behind it. You can go see that. I don't know about you, I don't have the bankroll for customs yet. I'm getting there, but not quite yet. So it's really cool that I can get a Lucas Burnley, a Ken Onion, Alan Foltz, all at an affordable price. That's kind of what we do. We got a lot of cool new stuff this year. Some new stuff from Alan Foltz, Ken Onion, and Lucas Burnley. So yeah.
Yeah, we're excited. We're actually having lunch with Lucas tomorrow.
Ah.
So we're excited about that. So
Looks neat.
let's kind of go over what's new and what's cool. And
Sure, yeah. Right here, we got the new Allen Foltz Minimalist. Minimalist has been with us for a long time, one of the best neck knives on the market. And this is the new spear point model, and quite a bit thicker than the other one. This is based on Allen's X2, which is twice as thick as a normal minimalist. And you can really feel it. If you're used to minimalists, you'll feel the bulk on this one. A much harder working knife, spear point with a slight fuller up there, and just the great ergos that we've come to know from the Minimalist series. So that's a really cool new piece for the Minimalist line. Yet another addition to the many blade shapes.
oh yeah, the minimalist has done really well for us, and we really do like how broad the design is.
Totally, it's amazing. It's like it came from a waste piece of steel too, which is kind of a cool story. But it's still one of the most. I have yet to find somebody who's like, that knife doesn't fit my hand. You know, I love to see that. That's really
yeah,
cool.
no, they're amazing.
Yeah. A little bit further down, we got the new Buttes. So you're talking about Lucas Burnley. So this is a new Butte. It's kind of based on an American kind of fixed blade hunting knife. And it features our deadbolt locks. You're getting all the strength that you could ever want from a fixed blade with a lot of convenience. Really simple, you just press on the button there. Keeps your fingers out of the way as well, which is a really nice feature. But when that knife locks, a couple lugs go through the blade. You have to shear them off to get it to fail, and you'll probably break your blade before you do that.
That's awesome.
Heavy G10, D2 steel. It's a really good working knife.
No, and just with that way that locks up, that sounds like a great working knife. It's just
yeah.
gonna withstand pretty much anything you throw at it.
Totally. It may not always need the strength, but it's always good to know that if you need it, it's there. So that's really cool, and a really cool design. We're getting just a smaller deadbolt, and we're really starting to find a home for that, which is really cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
We can just keep going down the line here. We're kind of lucky. Next up, from the man, Ken Onion. A lot of your fans might recognize this one. This is our home front knife. We came out with this a couple years ago with Field Strip, and we reintroduced it just in an assisted model. So we'd asked Ken to make a tactical knife, and he didn't really want to do the traditional kind of modern tactical style. So you can see it's got a little World War I, World War II influence. The flipper looks kind of like a bayonet lug. You got this kind of like chevron pattern here, sort of tank tread-like, a star. That could be on the side of a Jeep. We also made the color a little bit more true. It's a little bit more OD, a little bit more of the olive drab you'd see on like a Sherman tank or something, which really brings out the history nerd in me. And then just the blade itself is like very Ken. You can see the big belly on it. It looks a lot like some of his other work he's done in the past, some of his popular models that everyone's aware of. I'm always excited to have that big belly blade. Ken really squeezes every inch of cutting ability into these knives. So,
No, and that is a good looking knife. When they first came out, I was really, really excited about it. Mm-hmm. And now that seeing it grow and kind of change slightly, it's just so good looking and smooth.
Yeah, I just love a basic square handle. You know exactly where it is. Really simple knife, but this is the one that's been winning my pocket from the new line the most. So
That's
I'm really
awesome.
excited about that. Anything Ken. I mean, come on, come on, it's Ken. A little bit further down, staying on the Hawaiian Islands. This is Mike Bond's Campano. So we've done this little carabiner tool in the past. His thought, a lot of people are carrying their keys on like their belt loops, and they just use like basic carabiners. So a lot of these elements that he put into this are smart, like these little wings, really help you find that and get it on your belt loop. More than a traditional carabiner where you gotta like stick your finger in the gate and do all that. It's a lot smoother, and then it also adds a bit of utility putting that little Wharncliffe blade in there. And surprisingly ergonomic too. I'm always really impressed that this fits in your hand as well as it does. Just a really simple slip joint knife, kind of a steampunk design there, but Mike Bond's just such a cool dude with all his Kickstarters. That's how he got going, and now he runs a big shop full of CNCs. TI2 Designs, you should go check them out if you like cool pens and money clips. So really excited to have another Mike Bond as well. Just a really outside the box kind of thinker.
Right, and that kind of gets away from like you said, with the carabiner, finding it, that big wing on there. That's really cool to see a really utilitarian tool.
Yeah, thoughtful. It's really thought-provoking, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't carry my keys that way, but I know a lot of people do, and so it's just a little way to add a little bit extra to your knife, your keychain, I guess.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
I got one more here for you on this panel. So this is actually from Jeff Parks. Is kind of working under Ken Onion. He's kind of like he's learning the trade. This is the Stickler. It's based on a produce knife, so you can kind of see the long, thin blade. It's funny, when I was going through the copy on this, they said it was from a watermelon tester's knife. And I was like, I thought that was just kind of like blank copy, but realistically it actually was. It's for coring melons and taking samples. But long, thin 12C27 blade, aluminum scales on there. It's assisted opening, kind of a similarly shaped handle, so the flipper gives you is almost like a little choil there to kind of remind you of where you are on the knife. But Another really cool slim piece, kind of like the crossbones that Jeff Park came out with. That was a really successful knife, nice and slim, really good opener. It's all assisted opening. So just a really cool piece, and it's cool to see somebody taking in the trade from Ken Onion. I mean, he's the best. So.
And when we walked up to the booth, that was the first thing that caught my eye. It's just so bright, and it's got that cool blue finish to it with the white. It just stands out. It's awesome. A good looking knife.
It's a really cool. Yeah, I've been a really big fan of that. More color. I'm happy to see more color in the line. Yeah, so really cool. A stickler.
Yeah, and that kind of reminds me a little bit of the CEO and the things like that you guys have done in the past, so it's cool.
I might cross like a CEO and a crossbones, and you get a Jeff Park stickler, I think. That's kind of a good way to look at it. I totally agree with that. Yeah. All right, cool. I got one more for you.
Yeah, one more. Let's see.
One more from Mr. James Williams right down here. This is the Skagox. So James, I love working with James because he just takes classic designs that were perfected by the Japanese or more of a Nordic influence here, obviously, and just makes them out of modern materials. So glass reinforced nylon handle, SK5 steel, and this cool little hook on the bottom really just makes it want to swing. And it's not a woodworking knife per se. You could get up there and do some detail work, but even the way this is ground, it's ground like a knife. It doesn't have a convex edge like we normally put on all our axes. This is just a flat grind to the front there. It is really slicey for an axe. And if you know James Williams, if you watch any of his videos, he's a really lethal character. And we're really excited to have a new piece. And our first axe from James, we normally do small swords, kind of self-defense knives, but this was a really exciting one. It got me pretty juiced.
No, that thing looks really cool. Let's just run out in the woods and have fun.
I know. I want to chop water bottles, or I don't know what. I just want to go at something.
Cool. Now, where can people find CRKT?
CRKT.com. All these new items are just released there on Tuesday, so they're brand new. So that's a great place, or anywhere you like to buy knives. Shot's one of them.
Yeah, we're one of them. We carry them. We really love the relationship we've built with you guys, and we really like carrying your guys' stuff. So check out more Blade Show coverage as we walk around the show some more. Thank you again. We really appreciate the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, we are here at Blade Show 2022 at the Lionsteel booth, and they're going to kind of walk us through what's new. So thank you for taking the time to interview with us.
Ciao. Welcome to Lionsteel booth. We're finally back after 3 years, and we are happy about it to be here at the Blade Show. And I can show you some news, the 2022 latest model. A fixed blade family. We have the T6, is our latest beast. It is made out of K490 steel, and it features our typical, what we call solid handle, made out of canvas micarta in 3 colors, green, black, and natural. The blade comes in satin finishing and all black, so PVD then stone wash. And the knife comes with the Kydex sheet, with the Cordura structure that can be put also on the other side, so for left-hand users. It's a very tough knife thing.
It looks really good too.
We have this project together with Emerson. It's a karambit master. It's our first karambit. It's a solid one, so with the integral aluminum handle, with a blade made out of Magna Cut steel, with the wave system. So this is useful for the fast opening. And then it features our technology like the removable flipper, the stainless steel insert on the lock bar, so the blade doesn't warn the frame, the aluminum. And the clip can be put on both sides, of course. So we have the prototype since the end of the year, but now we're producing the Aggie. This is called the Aggie. It's a keychain made out of titanium. That inside you can find all the tools you need for your knife. So you have different torque screwdrivers, also the flathead, the glass breaker, and of course a little blade, you never know. So when you use it, put it here with the magnet and you use the tool you need. This is called the Nano, is the little brother of the Mito, and it's made out of Magna Cut steel in different handle variation, titanium frame, it's a frame lock. And then we have the very high-end variation and it's called the N1. N1 because it has no screws at all. See, this is the titanium body, completely clean. Also the clip, also on the frame. There is just one screw on the removable flipper blade, but nothing on the frame.
And then where can people find you guys? At lionsteel.com?
Yeah, lionsteel.it. Yeah,
And everything is made in Italy, correct?
yes, in our factory.
So stay more tuned for more Blade Show while we walk around. Thank you again for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we are here at Blade Show 2022 with Seth from We and Civivi. Seth, thank you for taking the time to interview with us today. What is new with you guys this year?
We've got so much new stuff, and you, lucky you, you're the first one to get taken through this stuff here at the show. Awesome. So this is it. This is awesome. We come to the show each year, and I get a whole bunch of new product that is revealed for the very first time. In fact, this morning, putting it out is the first time that I've seen most of this stuff. So first look for you, first look for me, as we kind of go through this stuff and figure it out. But it's really exciting. Like, there's a lot of new, different styles that are very different, both from our Civivi line and also our We line. Right here, we've got a new knife called the Cetos. This is in the Civivi line. It's available in several different colors of handle, and they're micarta. It's got a really nice contoured handle, which is one of the things that stands out to me with this knife. Great full 4-finger grip on the knife. Very slim, very, very good looking. It's got a stainless steel frame lock. So that's kind of a unique. It's only the second one that we've done, or the third one that we've done in the Civivi line, and it's the largest one in that frame lock. So something new and exciting here on the Civivi line.
That is a good-looking knife. It's really beautiful. And that micarta, I don't know how to explain it. I hope the camera can pick it up. It's not quite black, but it's too much color in there. It just looks really, really good.
Yeah, I believe this is a black micarta. Hold on. See, now I'm a little bit confused because this says carbon fiber on it. And
It's even better.
But that doesn't look like a carbon fiber to me.
It doesn't. It looks really good. Whatever.
But it's weaved. It's incredible. See, here we are, first time looking at this stuff, figuring it out. It's a beautiful handle. Let me grab another one just to show you guys the other style. All right. Here we've got a wood version. Very, very classy. And then this one is a micarta. See, and this looks a lot like that, like a coarse micarta to me. So this could possibly be mislabeled. I'll have to figure it out. I think we've got micarta here. In any case, a new beautiful knife for Civivi. Okay, next one. This is a Kayla Cummings design. This is the first design that she's done with us. Nice little liner lock, thumb stud, and flipper. Great smaller knife for you. Deep carry pocket clip, like everything that we do almost on our Civivi line. It's a D2 pocket steel. Retails for right about $55. Nice little reverse Tonto blade right there. So fun little guy right here. It's called the P87.
That looks really good. I really do like that blade shape too.
Yeah. Really nice, really usable blade. Also has a flipper, so you can go flipper or thumb stud on this guy. So that's that one. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Ostapel lately. A bunch of new designs from him. This one has been getting a lot of attention. Just a really slim, really sleek little poker. It's a front flipper. And it's got a reversible pocket clip. You can see it's recessed on this side here to take the pocket clip on either side. Really cool little design. It's a 14C 28N blade still. 3-inch blade. Nice little Warncliffe style. Again, something that's really exciting and unique, new for most uphill.
No, and I really like how slim that looks too. It's just a nice. That would be great with a suit. I really think.
Yeah, this will disappear. It's nice and thin. Blade doesn't come out of it very far, so yeah, you're right. It's gonna. And then as a front flipper, you don't have a flipper tab coming off the back or anything, so it's nice and sleek, nice and smooth.
Anything else you want to add, about the Wii and the Civivi brand? Kind of anything.
I've got a bunch of Wii knives that I got to show you. So yeah, very, very quickly. Our company, it's called Wii Knife Company, and Civivi Knife is a sister brand. So we carry and manufacture both brands in-house, same factory, same quality control and everything. The difference between those two brands is going to be your materials, primarily. And some of the detail that goes into the workmanship, like in the milling and that kind of a thing. So when we go and look at this, the Wii line, you're going to notice we've got titaniums, 20 CV blade steel, more carbon fibers, and just more premium materials and designs. So that's the difference, but it's all fantastic product, made it a great value.
No, we really do love the Wii and the Civivi line, especially the Civivi line. We sell a ton of them, and they're so good. They feel great. The designs are classic. Yeah. You really can't go wrong with them. So let's hop over and talk about Wii, and we'll go from there.
All right.
Here to the Wii side of the company. Let's go over what's new here.
Yeah, we've got some new innovative stuff on the Wii line. This guy right here is in the early prototype phases. It's a push dagger, but it's not. Right? So this little guy is a multi-position sliding blade, and like I said, as we see these for the first time, I'm just kind of starting to get used to it and feel for it. I know that it will come with a sheath, but I don't know what that will look like or how it's going to work with the two positions on here. But this thing is super, super smooth. It's a 20 CV blade steel with a titanium frame. Very, very unique design right here. And again, still have a little bit to learn about this guy, but that's going to be awesome.
That is awesome. I've never seen anything like that. That's like, I'm speechless. Right? I really am.
Yeah, and I think these guys look like they want to look at it. So there you go. Another super unique piece right here. Okay, this is called the Bulwark. This is also a 20 CV blade steel and titanium. It's an early prototype. You can see that we've got some unique things going on in the handle right here, right? This comes with a combination handle lock.
Interesting.
Right? Because sometimes you just need to lock your blade shut. Right? Now this is interesting. We're getting a lot of good customer feedback, and as we talk about this knife, and think about what would you use that for. There's different use cases where you could come up with an idea for that. It's never been done before, and so why not? Is kind of what we're thinking.
Well, my main thing, just think about it, is from like an EDC perspective. If you leave that on the counter and a kid grabs it, it's locked. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about them playing with knives.
Right. You could leave this on your coffee table with little kids in the room locked, and it's gonna be safe. You can throw it in a bag without it doesn't have a pocket clip on it. Right, so you can put this in a bag and let it shake around, and it's not going to come open on you, anything like that. And you can also leave it in the unlocked position, and it functions just as a regular knife. So something unique, something different, and I'm sure that our fans will come up with their own uses for it.
No, I really like how Wii is thinking out of the box with these last two designs. They're really out of the box designs, and we've seen the same thing over and over again. This is kind of cool.
I agree, totally agree. I love it. This was one that totally caught me off guard when I saw a drawing, and I went, I think that's a combination lock in the handle. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's different. So it's fun. And we come up with enough new designs all the time that, why not? Why not try some really cool, different outside of the box stuff? I love it. Okay, next one. I mentioned we've been doing a bunch of OSOP Hell stuff. This is another one of his designs called I forget the name of it. Baloo. Called the Baloo. This is a 20 CV blade steel frame or bolster lock, where you've got that carbon fiber inlay that's coming over your frame lock here a little bit. But a front flipper design, really nice new piece from Most Uphill. Don't have a release date on this one yet either, but coming soon.
It's coming soon. Now, does Mowgli come with it too, if that's the Baloo?
We're working on the Bagheera. the Bagheera is coming out next.
That's awesome.
All right. This is an in-house design right here. This one, I'm probably one of the ones that I'm most excited about, just because this is a new handle material that we haven't used before, with this carbon fiber with like a copper swirls in it. I just think it's beautiful. I really, really like this knife. And it comes in several different versions, but this is my favorite for sure. This one's called the Soothsayer, and it's a bolster lock as well, and 20 CV blade steel, carbon fiber and titanium. You can middle finger flick it with the fuller. This one right here is primo.
And I really hope the camera can pick this up, because that, as soon as you pulled that out, that was the first one I gravitated to, just because the handle material is so different. That copper infused with that carbon fiber just looks good.
It's really striking, and it's a really nice, usable knife too. So you kind of got the whole package here.
Oh yeah.
All right, moving on, we have one of our classic designs is the Synergy 2. Okay, this is the Synergy 2 V2. Same thing, but it's got a drop point blade instead of that Persian style blade, and it's got a new milling pattern in the titanium that radiates out from the pivot. So Jim Young design, integral frame, all one piece, and again, a new version of the classic design. So excited to be releasing this one here as well.
No, that looks good as well.
This is
I haven't seen anything I haven't found that is great looking. You guys make great knives.
We've got a great lineup, a lot of new products that are just awesome this year. All right, here we have the Starhawk. This is another in-house design. We've got a little bit of interesting stuff going on in the millwork on the titanium frame here. We've got the milled titanium pocket clip, frame lock, and this is just a snappy little EDC knife. A little bit smaller on the handle size than most of them that we've been looking at. Kind of a modified reverse Tonto looking blade with an interesting swedge design right here. I'm really liking that on this tip of this blade.
No, and that, I haven't seen a blade like that before, and it just looks great, looks sharp. And I will say this, a lot of companies just stick with the same thing. We in Civivi, like I said, are really looking outside the box to find cool handle material, new handle material, blade shapes that nobody else has done.
So many different things. We have all of these new models that are coming out, and none of them are the same. They're very, very different. Now, we do a lot of things that are the same too, which is we hear a lot from our customers too, which is great. We just like options. So we'll come out with a model that's a flipper, and then a couple months later we might come out with a model that's very similar, but it has a thumb stud. And so, because we're releasing so many models, there's always going to be something for for whoever it is.
And then where can people find you guys on the internet, on the social media, thing like that?
Yeah, we're at weknife.com. We're at civivi.com, and our Instagram handles are on Instagram we're we just had to change it. We just had to change it. We got our account shut down. It's we_knives, and our Civivi account is currently down. But you can find us at Civivi Fan Photos right now as our backup account.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Seth, very much for letting us do this interview with you today. We're really excited about all the new product we and Civivi is coming out with this year. So thank you again, and check more out from Blade Show 2022.
All right. Thanks for your time. Appreciate you coming over.
All right, we are here still at Blade Show 2022. We are here at Kershaw NZT, and we're going to run through some of the new stuff from Kershaw with Jim here. Jim, thank you for taking the time to talk to us. So let's kind of go over what's new here.
Yeah, so these are all things that are new for this year. So first off, we'll start with kind of the big one here. This is our new Lucha CF. So our Lucha series has been very popular. And we started off with a bit more of a kind of a mid-priced option with the original Lucha. And so now we've gone more upmarket with the new version. So the new version upgrades to a CPM 20 CV blade with what we call a working finish. It's kind of a dark stone wash. And then we have a titanium handle. So titanium handle scales with carbon fiber overlays that have a nice contour to them. Still running on ball bearing washers. Steel latch. And just a really nice smooth action on these. So So that is the Lucha CF.
And that's a good looking knife right there.
Yeah, no, these have been real popular for us, and I'm sorry we're a little close. Otherwise, I'd flip it around a bit for you. But yeah, so Lucha CF, and then we have our newest automatic here is the Launch 14. This is something kind of new in our line. Our automatics have typically been more of a solid two-piece aluminum construction. In this case, we actually have a three-piece handle. So we have the aluminum kind of a bolster on it, and we have a full thickness carbon fiber overlay with that, held up by a tube spacer in the back. Nice snappy automatic action, and this big wide cleaver blade profile with a black wash finish. So CPM 154 blade, 6060 T1 aluminum handles here, and solid carbon fiber on that Launch 14.
And we just got some of those in, and I really do like them. They're cool.
Yeah, no, they've been real comfortable, easy to hold. You can choke up on that large finger choil. They've been real popular for us as well. So then going in a totally different direction here, we have our new Federalist. So this is the 4320 Federalist. So it's a USA-made Kershaw product. We have a CPM 154 blade on this one, stonewash finish, and a real slim blade. It's hard to see here, but it's like a 90 thou profile, so very, very slicey with that full flat grind. Canvas micarta handles, back spacer, and this is actually I'm trying not to call it a slip joint. The slip joint guys like us to be more specific. So this is actually a double detent non-locking folder. So we have the detent liners in the handle, but no lock. So that is the Federalist.
And that's just got a really good classic look to it. It looks really nice. I don't know, and guys, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that blade is super thin.
Yeah. And am I getting the angle for you there? Yeah, so real thin 90 thou blade. So these are all made in the USA products. And then the next up we have what's called the Outlier. So this is our first karambit. So this one is a dual action, operates on either the flipper or on this oversized thumb stud here. And we have that traditional hook-shaped karambit blade, a true hawkbill. We have the integrated steel back spacer with the karambit ring on it. And this has a really interesting kind of semi-triangular shape to it. So you can index it, you get your thumb here, you can get up on here, and it gives you the ability to rotate it because you have these surfaces you can grab and turn it. And again, I'm not a karambit guy, I'm not gonna, but it's something you can hold really nicely in your hand. Very, very easy to hold on to, and also it has a deep carry clip, but that ring sits above. So when it's in your pocket, I don't know if you can see down here, you always have that ring to hold on to. So you can always grab that and have it right there. So this is the Outlier. And then these two, kind of a family here. But we have the cargo and the debris. So these are our new mid-lock folders. And the great thing about these is they're so light. With the glass-filled nylon handles, D2 blades, reversible pocket clips, and these are also ambidextrous, being that they are a mid-lock. So left-handed, right-handed, you can reverse that pocket clip. It's exactly the same. And nice smooth action on these, real easy to open, comfortable and positive lockup. So we have a slightly larger version and a smaller one. But again, both D2 blades, stone-washed, glass-filled nylon handles, and they have this really grippy texture. It's these little islands go from both directions, and so no matter which way you're holding it, you get a real solid grip on them.
No, those look really great. So we've gone through kind of like Kershaw. Can you kind of give me a rundown of who Kershaw is, a little backstory, and then kind of talk a little bit about ZT? I know you said there was nothing new this year from ZT, but anything cool, and kind of a little bit of backstory about both.
Yeah, so Kershaw's been around since the 70s, and we were purchased by the Kai Corporation at some point shortly after the company was made. So we have a really nice heritage with it. We build products in both the U.S. and we have imported products as well. So we're really trying to hit all the price points. We're trying to make sure that no matter what your budget, we're offering you a quality knife. And so we do that with both our USA made line and our imported stuff. So, at some point we decided, mid 2000s, we decided we wanted to have an upgraded brand, kind of a, if you will, kind of a Toyota and Lexus kind of feel. And so we have our ZT lineup, which is kind of, it started out as being heavy, overbuilt, military-inspired kind of knives, and it's really grown into our premium brand. So while we still make the heavy, overbuilt knives, we also build a lot of things that are smaller, more gentlemanly, easy to carry, and we do really well with those as well.
No, and with ZT, ZT, you mentioned like overbuilt. My first experience with ZT was the 350 in one of my favorite TV shows growing up, NCIS. He carried a 350, and that's what gave me. And then you said light and slim, so let's pull this out, Kalani, if you want. I've got a very nice light and slim ZT knife right here. He's gonna go grab some for us. But I mean, that is one of my favorite compared to how it kind of started out. This is one of my favorite knives right now. ZT makes a great product. I believe almost everybody in our store has a ZT now. Yeah, and that's all we all carry. So it's kind of cool to kind of be able to talk to you guys about it, and really do appreciate how well built and how much, even the little details. This one's got a little green backspacer. It's really nice. You guys do an awesome job, make a great product. And just like you said, Kershaw's, you've hit every price point, and Kershaw's are some of our best-selling knives, and we've found that, because it hits all those price points, and they're all well-built, quality-built knives, no matter where they come from.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I actually went and grabbed this real quick, even though it's not new, because it kind of shows you the duality of this brand, where we have something like the 0450, very slim, very, very easy to carry, very light, and they have something like, this is the 0308, so this is kind of the evolution of what the 301 used to be. And you mentioned NCIS, Gibbs carried the 0302, which was the Coyote Tan version of the 0301. So for this first version of the 0308, we actually went back to that Coyote Tan because people were always, when we bring that color back, we love it so much, so we put it on the 0308.
Oh yeah, because I couldn't find it anywhere, and I really want.
Those have a weird cult following because we don't make them anymore. So yeah, it's hard to find a 302 anymore. So we did it on the 308 to make it kind of tribute to that.
No, and I do appreciate, that looks good. They all look really good. Guys, ZT makes a great product. Kershaw makes a great product. So we kind of appreciate you for taking the time to talk to us about it, kind of showing off the products here. And, where can people find you guys?
So you can find us at either ztknives.com or kershawknives.com.
Awesome. Stay tuned for more coverage from here at Blade Show. All right, we are here at Stroup Knives here at Blade Show 2022 with Chris Stroup, the owner. Chris, how's it going? Can you tell me a little bit backstory about the company and about your product?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for talking to us. I'm Chris Stroup. We're veteran-owned and family-operated. Most of our employees are either veteran or law enforcement. We like to really hire people that need a home, so we like to provide a purpose and sense of belonging for these guys. You get out of the military, it's a hard transition. Some of them are just lost. So we like to grab them and just pull them in to be part of our family. So our knives are all fixed blade knives designed to be used. A lot of military, law enforcement, outdoorsmen use our knives. But we really pride ourselves on taking care of the veterans. We donate to a lot of nonprofit organizations as well. And we're just having fun, a group of guys and girls making knives. My wife also works in the business and our kids help out. And we're just having a blast. We got EJ Snyder here hanging out with us.
I'm one ugly naked guy. You see me out there on Discovery Channel, and this kid here, Chris Stroup, let me tell you, I've been coming to Blade Show since 2014. I'm a knife nut, and this kid's got it right. When I met him, I've been wanting to do a Bowie knife collaboration with somebody, and I've had a lot of people offer, but it wasn't until I met Chris and said, that's the guy. And so we designed the Mountain Predator. It's a survival combat Bowie. And I mean, look at this craftsmanship. And with Chris and his guys and gals here, it's high quality, durable, highly tested, and every knife they make, it's a unique knife because all this cool little stuff up top there is individually done. So no two knives are exactly the same. So if you want a great company to support you, or you need a good knife that's durable, high quality, and it's got the spirit of a great veteran in it, you can't go wrong with a Stroup knife. That's all I got to say about that. Yeah! Get your Stroup knife!
That right there is a great, great shout out and promo right there by itself. So, Chris, kind of tell us, what we got here, what steel material, handle material, what through the whole lineup, kind of what you guys make and what you guys do.
Yeah, so all of our steel is 1095 high carbon steel, and we generally use G10. So here's our newest in the lineup. It's our cool dagger. We just named it Dagger. I'm not very creative. So the dagger, and then we have these ones along the top row are all new for Blade Show. But these are our Saxes, our GP3 and our TU3. So these both have the OD green G10 handles. Again, 1095 high carbon steel. And then we also have our Tomahawks. Somebody stepped on the lights.
Stop yelling.
So these are our new Tomahawks that we just came out with also. We have this one and then the spike one down there on the bottom row. And these things are cool. Also 1/4 inch thick, 1095 high carbon steel. It's gonna hold a good edge. It's easy to sharpen. They're a lot of fun.
No, those are good looking tomahawks right there.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And then over here is more of our everyday carry knives. This is our Mini and our Bravo 5. The Mini is the smaller one. The Bravo 5, we donate a portion of the proceeds to the Special Operations Wounded Warriors. They do a lot to support our veterans, so we donate money to them. So every one of these that is sold, we donate a portion to that. And then our GP2 is another great everyday carry knife. Fits nicely on your belt, but it's big enough to do most tasks that you'll need it to do without needing a giant knife. You saw the Mountain Predator, but we also have our BK1, our Big Knife 1. So this is for the larger tasks around the campsite, or we used it to cut our wedding cake. And now we just use it to cut all the kids' birthday cakes, and it's become a family tradition. But it's just a big old beefy chopping, but it's also sharp enough for delicate work and feather sticks and anything else.
Now you said, cut a cake for all the family. So you would say these are family heirloom knives that you're going to pass down.
Oh yeah, they'll last forever if you take care of it. So definitely.
And then where can people find you guys at?
You can follow us on Instagram at Stroup Knives, STROUP, or check out our website at stroupknives.com.
Chris, thank you for taking the time to talk with us today. I'm very impressed by all the knives you've got here. I personally have a GP2, love it. I play with it all day. Kalani, who's behind the camera, can attest to that. No, but you guys make an awesome product. We really do appreciate it, and we hope to be able to carry you guys in our store soon.
Definitely, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we are here at Blade Show 2022, continuing our coverage. I'm here at the Cold Steel booth with Jimmy. Jimmy, thank you for taking the time to interview with us. What is cool and new from Cold Steel?
I got 2 cool new folders from Cold Steel this year. There's more, but these are my 2 of my favorites. You got the Spartan. This is the classic Spartan, but this year it came with serrated edge, and it's just rippy, shreddy. This will tear it through just about anything you want it to tear it through. And OS-10 steel. They say it's a budget steel, but if you tested this stuff just never ever gets dull. It's really, really good steel for the price you're paying for it. Fits in the hand. Awesome, heft to it. I don't know if you felt it. You can't feel it. You got stuff in your hand.
Yeah, I'll trade you.
All right.
I'll hold it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's just a chopper and.
Your testosterone just went up like 50
Oh yeah,
points.
it just did.
So yeah, it's got that triad lock, unbreakable lock, and it's got that thumb plate on there in case you just want to yank it out of your pocket and engage it. That was really exciting. Now this one's new, completely new. This is the Engage, and it's got the new patented Atlas lock from Cold Steel, S35VN. It's got that pullback spring-loaded lock there. Now I'll show you something really cool. Now this same knife, but if you go on YouTube and check out the Cold Steel website, the Cold Steel page, they drilled a hole in this and bolted it in, and they hung 725 pounds off the edge of this lock and lifted that up, and it didn't move.
That's awesome.
And it's still functional. They just stopped at 725, but this might be the strongest lock on the market right now. So you got G10, S35VN, excellent fidget, and just a super strong, workable knife.
Well, that's awesome. And, Cold Steel makes some of the strongest, well-known products on the market right now. You know, anything else that you got that's super cool that you want to kind of?
Let me check. Let me look around. We got the. Something huge here.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Warcraft sand mine, and this is just. I don't even know what you want to do with this, but whatever you want to do with it, you could do with it. This thing's. So it's got the jacketed sand mine on there. Just awesome. You gotta feel that in your hand.
You know, this makes me want to go chop some bamboo right now.
Oh yeah.
Bamboo, oh yeah.
Mortal enemies, whatever.
That's cool. So where can people find you guys at?
Coldsteel.com. Check out online Cold Steel, and just wherever they sell fine awesome knives.
Yeah.
Manly beast knives. So.
And then you guys have a YouTube page that's pretty sweet, I've heard.
Yeah, just go look up Cold Steel on YouTube, and that's pretty much that simple. And you'll see, he's not here right now, but you'll see Stickman, and he'll be chopping into things, cutting pigs in half. It's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Well, I want to, Jimmy, thank you for taking the time to interview with us today. Guys, stay tuned for more coverage from Blade Show. All right, guys, we are continuing our coverage of Blade Show 2022. We are here with Scott from Hogue Knives. Now, Scott, people know Hogue for all the other things they do for the gun industry. Knives are something you guys have been doing for the last decade. What kind of made you guys decide to get into knives?
Well, we met Alan Olishewitz. He's one of our premier knife designers, and through that relationship, we just decided to kind of start making knives with Alan, and then we've developed a catalog to what it is today over the last 10 years.
So let's kind of go over what is new from Hogue this year, and I see, some of these look really great. They've got some cool inserts and screw colors, and guys, you guys are making it awesome.
Yeah, no, this is kind of our new 2022 lineup, some of what we're going to be doing this year. What you see right here is we've got 2 knives up top. Those are going to be a part of a new collector series that we're kind of playing around with this idea about introducing it this year. And what that is going to be like a dealer direct program to where you've got a more premium material selection on a knife, but not at a price point that's going to kill you. You know what I mean? So we're trying to keep that price in check so that people can own a really cool, almost like a custom feel knife, but something that's not going to totally, destroy your wallet. So that's the kind of the idea with Collector Series. It's high end, it's definitely more expensive than what you'd see in our catalog, but because it's dealer direct, we don't have to build in those margins to support distribution. So there will be catalog versions of these knives that will be released and available through distribution, but these, what you're seeing right here, are Collector Series versions. Got anodized blue titanium hardware. We have a glow rhino tritium insert in the slide stop pin in the Deca. And then we got CPM MagnaCut in the counter strike out the front. And then below that, we've got 2 new additions to our catalog. So the very bottom one is the Ballista. That's a button lock auto, 154 cm blade steel. Above that is the Deca, which everybody's familiar with. We put MagnaCut in the Deca. So we're using CPM MagnaCut there. This one's designed by Alan Olishewitz as well. It's a glass reinforced polymer handle, injection molded, so lightweight and affordable. So anyway, this is kind of what we have new going on this year at the show.
And then I've seen you guys do some tritium inserts before. This is kind of new for you guys to do this. What made you guys decide to go with the tritium inserts on some of these knives?
I don't know. It's hard to explain that decision. I think we were just looking for something unique, something different. We wanted to kind of find a way to kind of, elevate the knife, so to speak. And we met up with the guys at Glow Rhino, and we kind of talked about the idea of putting what this is it's got the tritium vial on the inside, and then it's got this ring, this colored ring, much like what you see on a front side on a pistol or something like that. And since we're gun guys, we kind of just liked that idea, so we figured it'd look cool in the slide stop pin, and that's why we did it. So.
No, and I think it's great. It's cool to innovate things like that, especially if that knife is sitting on your nightstand or it fell under your bed when you're trying to do something. Now you can see it stands out.
It's got a little bit of a practical use, right? It'll glow in the dark so you can see it, and that might be attractive to some people. And for me, it just looks cool, so I like it.
So we want to thank you guys. Scott, thank you for running through this whole new lineup. We are very proud to carry Hogue's knives in our store. We really do love the Deca itself and all the other options that you guys have. Where can people find you guys?
Where can you find us?
Yes.
Well, the internet's always a good place to start nowadays, but we've got a factory in Henderson, Nevada. That's kind of our headquarters there, doing a lot of our operations out of that plant. So look us up online, give us a call at customer service. We have a lifetime warranty on all of our products, lifetime sharpening warranty. So we're here to help our customers. It should be pretty easy to find us. So check your local dealer too, of course.
That's awesome. Scott, thank you for the time to talk with us today. Have a great rest of the show. All right, guys, we're continuing our coverage of the 2022 Blade Show. We are here at SOG with Michael. Michael, tell us a little bit about SOG and what's new.
Yeah, so I appreciate you stopping by. It's a great day so far at Blade Show 2022. We have a lot of new stuff we're excited to offer these guys. So yeah, let's jump into the new Recondo FXs. That SOG's done a great job producing these. So essentially what you have here is a nice rubberized grip. So you're gonna have a nice comfortable grip all day, no matter what it is you're using. Whether it's your hand gets a little sweaty, it's gonna be able to absorb that moisture or the impact. It's also gonna do a good job at absorbing that shock. The cool thing about these Recondos is it comes with a sweet Cryo 440 blade. And these also come with a sweet ambidextrous sheath. So no matter how you may have it on your belt, you can throw it in either way, good to go. Keep going about your business. Just throw it in on your preference, you're good to go. So we're definitely excited about these. We're offering these in essentially 2 different colors, your black, flat dark earth, and then either in your straight blade or partially serrated. So these are gonna be on the market right at $149.99, and definitely had some good feedback here so far at the Blade Show.
Cool. And what else you guys got going on?
Another new knife that we have here at the Blade Show is one of the Aegis Folders Big Brothers. This is what we're going to call the Aegis FX. Same in that Aegis family, but it's going to have that fixed blade appeal. This is going to come with a nice fitted sheath, so you can wear it on your pocket. Again, this is going to come with one of those rubberized grips, as well as 4116 steel. It's going to have a nice retail value, sub $90 on this retail. So these are now available and shipping on SOG.com.
That's awesome. And now you guys have a bunch of these fixed blades out here. What's new, any new folders or anything new for this year that have come out?
As far as new folders, we've added some of the Tonto to the Aegis folding line, and we're definitely adding some more Tontos to the other models as well. So.
And then earlier you had us play with some automatics. You know, is that something you guys are looking to get more into this year? We got some of the out the front and over the side. So
the Pentagon out the front is a knife that SOG released in 2021. It has a nice anodized aluminum handle, S35 VM blade, spear point. It's going to be on the market right at $349.99. We have this in black or flat dark earth. These have gotten some good feedback, and they hold their value well. So
no,
we're definitely looking into expanding the offering in this selection as well.
Cool. Now, where can people find you on the internet? You know, besides the website and social media wise.
So website's going to be sogknives.com, and Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We're on it all. So.
Cool. And what is the plans for SOG in the future? Any more cool things coming out that you can tell us about?
We have roughly 22 new models for 2022. Some of them are still coming in slowly, but we have more coming for the fall and then more for 2023 in the spring. So.
And when do we expect to see these in dealers' hands?
Probably September, October. Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome here. Yeah. Thank you again Michael for interviewing with us here at Blade Show.
Yep.
Guys, stay tuned for more coverage from Blade Show. Again, check out SOG, great company.